Cuffing season is finally amongst us, my boys. And if you don't know what cuffing season is, it's basically the easiest time of the year to get with women, whether it be smashing them or to actually date them. Just off the simple fact that the winter months are amongst us, and that's when people want to settle down and, you know, kind of just be all booed up and relationshiped up and say, oh, I have a partner and things of that nature. The start of cuffing season is really August, and I know I'm making this video slightly a little late. I'm sorry. It's about September 9th, but basically what August is, basically August and September are really the scouting seasons towards cuffing season, where everyone goes out there and they're scouting their options, right? So it's basically going to be survival of the fittest, you know? These girls are going to go out there, scout their options, sleep with some guys, and then they're going to choose the best guy that they want to get in a relationship with. And all that comes down to is, you know, you being the most masculine or being the most valuable to what they're looking for. Now, of course, there are simple ways you could turn off women, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can prevent that. The number one way you could prevent turning off women is don't come off with the relationship way too fast. I'm trying to tell you that's not a good look. And number two, do not put hickeys on these women. First off, that shows that you're trying to mark your territory and you're very insecure, or, you know, feel like this woman is talking to other people and you're putting hickeys on them. That is a simple way to turn off these women very quickly, on top of acting like you want a relationship before them. You know, just vibe, let it flow. You know, if you're fucking them, why are you trying to rush a relationship? You know, it's kind of, what's the point? Let them force the relationship on you. You're getting what you want as a man, unless you were very relationship orientated, and that's kind of gonna bite you in the ass. If you're like anything like me, to where you're like a little fuckboy, or you don't really trust women, I promise this is the most perfect time of the year for any guy like me and how I move. I'm currently have a 2-girl roster where I kind of balance them out with other girls on the side, which I'm having the time of my life right now, right? But it is the scouting season of cuffing season, and I know this is gonna come to an end when the girls eventually around November, December, they want something more, and you just have to simply tell them either A, you could sell them a dream, which I'm highly against selling a dream, or either B, you could simply tell them, hey, I'm still not ready for a relationship, I'm trying to settle down. And most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna stick around with you and try and, you know, fight for that relationship a little bit more until they find someone else that is ready to settle down with them. But I will tell you this, if you let them walk away and go, you will always have access to them, because you didn't get in a relationship with them, lead them on, and make them resent you. You simply told them what it was, and they're gonna respect you for it. And this is a way that I've been able to keep a lot of females around that, you know, I wouldn't have if I try to sell them a dream. Now, I'm not saying that you're gonna hit them up and they're gonna be down and do whatever you want whenever you want to do it, but I'm just saying, like, you'll always have access to them coming back to you later, or, you know, you messing with them later for short durations of periods. It's not like they're completely going out of your life. Now, with cuffing season, the best way to utilize cuffing season in terms of getting the most women, whether you want to date them or smash them, is simply putting yourself out there, because everybody's simply going out to the clubs, everybody's going out to the parties, school is just starting back up, so everybody's, you know, seeing everyone who's out there. So this is very crucial for you to present yourself in the best light. You don't have to dress too crazy, but be presentable, formal to everywhere you go. Go out to clubs, start posting on Instagram, just put yourself out there. More eyes on you means more possible options for you. Now, if you're an introvert or you don't like social media, the honest thing, the best thing you can do is probably just go out with the extroverted friend to like a party or club, and, you know, just vibe off of his energy. You don't have to force yourself to be anything you're not. If you're an introvert like me, you don't have to force yourself to be an extrovert. Just take care of yourself and make sure you look good. That's what I do. I'm a very introverted person, so whenever I go out, I'm not gonna lie, most of the times I either hug the wall at the club for the very beginning, or if I'm at a pregame or a house party, I kind of sit down on the couch. And then, since, you know, I make sure I'm so up to date with how I keep myself, I don't get haircuts no more. My hair is kind of too long, you can't really notice, so I don't really get haircuts as much, but I do shave my like beard on the sides to where I have like a goatee. I did that like shit like 2 days ago. I like trim my mustache, shave it up, do my eyebrows, and I go out and I probably put on a fitted or a very good jacket or anything that makes me feel confident in what I'm wearing, and I'll go out, I'll sit on the couch, I'll get on my phone, and 9 times out of 10, I promise you not, a girl will come up to me and start chatting with me. She'll start chatting with me, and then you can see the vibes from there. Example, I went to the club on Saturday night. I sat down on this little tiki side. This one white girl came up to me. She started talking to me. She was like, oh, are you okay? And she was just chatting, like trying to get to know me and stuff. And she was like, oh, I'm ready to go home. And I knew in the back of my head that if I sit there and I said, hey, you know, you trying to go home with me tonight? Like, you know, you ready to go? She would have went, because I got on my phone because I wasn't really too interested in her. And that's when she got on her phone, and then she kind of like, you know, just got up and was like, all right, bye, like awkwardly to see what I do, and then like left. Now, another thing is, like, even though I'm an introvert and I say like I sit on the couch and I like sit down for a little, you don't always have to do this. And the better method of, you know, actually getting eyes on you versus, you know, sitting down on, you know, a couch or a, a chair in the club, and this is only gonna really work in the club. Like if you're at a house party, bro, I wouldn't suggest you know walk around and scan the scene and look for choosing signals. This is only gonna work in like a club environment. Is basically what you want to do is you want to go to the club side. If the club has a club side and the tiki side, you do not want to be in the tiki side where you could hear people and like actually socialize. You want to more so be on the club side, which I'm not saying like you can't be on the tiki side and it won't work. It's just more people are on the club side, you know, drunk and like trying to have a good time. And what you basically want to do is you basically want to walk around the club side, like going through the crowd, looking for eyes that are on you, giving you choosing signals. And from there, what I basically do is I see a girl, we lock eyes, I feel like it's a choosing signal, I feel the tension, I go up to her and I say, why are you looking at me like that? Like, why are you staring at me like that? And they always usually be like, oh, why are you looking at me like that? I was like, I couldn't even notice you looking at me like that until I seen you were looking at me like that. Like, then I kind of fucked that up, but you basically get the gist, and then you start the conversation from there. You be like, oh, you go here, like you got a man's, you trying to dance, and then if they say yes or no, you can dance. Then you can take them to the tiki side. You feel the vibe out from there, and you get to know like, hey, is this a girl that I feel like I could take home tonight, or is it a girl that I don't feel like I could take home tonight? Either way, you still want to get the number, because shit, sometimes the vibe could be telling you something different versus what actually happened. So this is basically the best time to go out right now for whatever goal you have, because when winter is officially here, it's tough out there, man. Yeah, cuffing season is amongst us. I would take complete, absolutely utter advantage of this. Whether you don't really know what you're doing, I would still go out there and get the experience, because with experience comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes, you know, repetitions, and with repetitions comes success.